Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for tuning in. This question I'm going to answer is one that I've heard in the past. It was one about, "Hey, Akira, are you on juice? Akira, are you juicing?" No, I never juiced, and I never will. Uh, what people don't know, what a lot of people didn't know, was that me being a dancer, a break dancer of 16 years, I also a coach during that time of 10 years, gymnastics coach. We taught our gymnasts a lot of elite level conditioning programs. And what I did was I took those exercises and I catered them all towards, movements that I do in my dancing to help me with when I was doing power moves or flips. Um, so I developed a Spartan training program. Well, that's what we called it at the time. And all it was a special conditioning program geared towards functional performance. You know, and during that time, there was a movement of something very similar called CrossFit, which is all about functional performance training. But this program that I had was all specific towards what I was doing in my dancing. So, you know, this functional performance training that I was doing, Spartan training, was something that I was doing for the past, 10 the better part of my b-boying career, the last 10 years. Now, the intent of Spartan training was to focus on keeping my body as strong as possible, meanwhile keeping the weight down, so that allowed me to be a more efficient athlete or a dancer. And when I made this transition to bodybuilding fitness, now I'm trying to go the other way on the scale. All of a sudden, now I'm not trying to keep the weight off. Now I'm trying to go be as heavy as I can be, trying to make the best gains as I can. And I went from one at the time of last year in October, 182 to 200 by December, which by someone who doesn't who's not very active, or someone who doesn't know training to the level of an athlete who's doing it all the time, I can see why the assumption could be made. But to address that, no, I never did any steroids. My reason why I wanted to address this is because I know, in my case, I know I would never use it. I have so much respect for bodybuilders. I have so much respect for the athletes that are, that use this as part of their training regimen. I mean, I understand it, but I just know for me, it's just not something for me. Hence, that's why I'm doing the physique competition. And, and there's it's even this the competition has its own, stereotypes that it has to battle, because the athletes in physique, they wear board shorts, which I can tell you that probably a good 90% of the physique athletes all agree that the board shorts idea is kind of corny, because I know for a fact that a lot of physique athletes in particular, like some of my heroes like Joe Warren, Sadiq, they have amazing physiques, and I mean head to toe, and they wear board shorts and they cover up all that hard work. And I feel the same way, So anyways, there's always going to be naysayers everywhere you go. But I think it's more important to focus on, all the things that lift you up, all the things that help you move forward. And I just wanted to address this question that I've had, people asked me in the past. And what I've been doing, ever since the beginning of my bodybuilding fitness career, was I was uploading progressive photos so that everyone could see, my body transition and make these changes. Now, if you know steroids the way that I've seen it, the way I've known it, man, when you see someone who makes gains with steroids, it's actually a lot more dramatic. So, I was actually kind of honored for anyone to make that assumption about me, because I'm really not a very big dude. I've seen, like I said, I've seen some of my friends who've made some incredible gains, but I think someone said one time when I was in my bulking phase, "Oh yeah, you can tell Akira's on the juice. Look at how big his head is." And I'm like, "Oh my God." That was probably like during that time when I really went in the dungeon and I just didn't get a haircut for a couple of weeks, So whatever, can't you can't please the whole world, but I can answer one question at a time, and I can get back to whatever questions that may arise. So anyways, please send me any questions, comments, anything, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.